Hello and welcome back to Etruria on Farming Simulator 25. And actually, this is episode 25. So welcome to the episode. Right, we're cracking on with the job that we essentially were to start, about to start at the end of the last episode. We are still in September, so it is a bit dark. We do have some more night work to do, but this will not be the entirety of the episode, of course, because we just have to finish this field and then we can crack on to the other fields. We do have two remaining fields. That is our field 3. That was one of the barley fields, the one just behind over there. And then also the massive, what was once a sorghum field, has to get drilled and rolled as well. And that will be done in October, so we don't really need to worry about that just yet. But we do have to get this field rolled before the end of September because, we can't roll it in the next month because it'll have started to grow already. Now, as far as what's not done drill-wise, I will just go around it for now until the drilling is complete. But that shouldn't take all that long. The helper is cracking on quite well. I did have a few comments about upgrading the Fiat to the 180 horsepower option, which is definitely something I'm considering. It is, I believe, £5,000 or £8,000, so it would be a bit of a chunk of cash to do. The Landini also has an upgrade potential, but I think between those two options we would be out of cash after that. So I think we just have to kind of deal with what we have at the moment, which, for the Landini, this is difficult. I think what we'll do is once the Fiat has finished drilling, we'll switch it over to the roller, because this is tough. This is a tough one. But yeah, this is only 65 horsepower, and I believe the roller does require at least 80. Actually, you know what? It might even be 90. So the Landini really is struggling with it, but if we get on flat ground, then we're fine. So we'll just try and get up to the top again here. Oh, that's very slow. I think we might just, nearly done actually with the Fiat there. Oh, this is painful. But it is happening, and I mean, what else are we supposed to do? Just not do it? I suppose that is the option, but we've got the roller now, so we're definitely going to at least roll. That does look like a small miss bit there just to my right. Yeah, I'm seeing a few bits. I think it's just the weight of the drill. I don't even think it's the lack of power from the tractor. I just think the weight of the drill on the hill is sufficient enough to, weigh it down. So, there we go. Speed and power has returned. Oh, bless. Right. So, yes, it is late. It is a bit dark, but this is the last job of September. And we always knew that this was going to be a busy time. Spring is busy, autumn is busy, always. Guaranteed those will be the busy days, busy months, I should say. Like March, April, September, October. Definitely the busiest months, for us at least, with what we're doing. Especially after harvest. It keeps us busy through summer as well, to be honest. So, right, I think what we're going to do is to sort of get this finalized, get it wrapped up. We will get the rolling done in a nice little time lapse. I am going to just go up and down the field this way because it just makes more sense while avoiding that bit there. Oh, come on, you can do it. Yes, brilliant. Okay, so I know it's a bit dark and time lapse in the dark aren't the greatest, but we do have to get it done, and instead of me rambling through the whole job, we'll get it done in a nice tasty little time lapse. Alright, we've got this last little bit here, and then we've got a few bits at the top of the field that we have to sort out, but for the most part that is sorted. Yeah, these fields, really, for this size kit, I mean, it is fairly substantial, but the hills really play a part. I'm very tempted to upgrade the Fiat here before the next drilling session, so that would be in the next day. Unfortunately, the shop, of course, doesn't open until 9, so we may have to suffer with it for a bit. But maybe we can just wake up a bit later in the day to get all this done. The rolling, the drilling, all of it. Well, yeah, I would say just 2 fields, but the second one's a bit bigger. But I think we can manage if we do start the day a bit later on. We do also, I think it would be a good time to put some fuel in to the Fiat as well, because as you can see, we're definitely requiring some fuel there. So I think that's something that we'll do on the way to the shop in October. But and yeah, of course, being this tractor having the nice upgrade, I mean, it's very nice that EdoMod would have that as an option, and I assume that it would be, you know, sort of a realistic option, as EdoMod is very on point with details, so I imagine so. Right, let's have a quick look here and see how everything's looking. Oh, I've missed a bit there. I will go for that bit. Yeah, it's big enough of a bit that we can do it. Anyways, what we'll do is I'll get that small bit rolled, and then we can move on to October. Good morning and welcome to October. Right, so we are just heading into this field here now. As you can see, we're not at the shop or the petrol station because we are a bit skint for cash, as you can tell. So we can't actually afford the upgrade for the engine upgrade here for the Fiat, so, or the Landini. So we just won't do it at the moment. We have to deal with what we have, and that's okay. We can manage. So we are getting started a bit earlier than I was expecting, which is absolutely fine. I do just want to get set up here. I'm having a real issue for some reason getting lined up with this bloody field. But I've also just remembered something else about the month of October, which I'm very keen to share with you in just a moment. But I really want to get this started first. So let's go for 3 headlands. Did I do 4 with this one the first time? Maybe 4 would be best. We'll have a look at it. No corners. I think it's taken everything into account that I wanted from before, which is grand. And I think that's perfect. And yes, up and down it will go a bit slow, but that's fine. So let's start that job. Let's have a look at it as it's going. It should line itself up here really well. Oh, no. Sorry, I've made a mistake. We need to get that swapped over too, because it's trying to go this direction first. But we would like it to go the other way. So generate that. And it should... Oh, it's because I'm off the field. What's going on here? Right. I think it's because I started it, that's why. It's fine. We're all, you know, as I've said before, a bit of tinkering with Courseplay does eventually get it sorted. So this is the tinkering section. Right, should have arrows going that way. Happy days, and begin. Right, that'll make a lot more sense now. Beauty. Alright, so that is very good. Very, very good indeed. Now, we'll let them crack on with it. I know that this will take some time, but we're early enough in the day. We do have some rain about midday, so we have to be conscientious of that. But you know what I've nearly forgotten about? Is our apples. Look at them. Look at them growing. Well, actually, look at them ready to be picked, is what I'm trying to say. I could not be more excited. Excuse me, I'm choking up with excitement about the bloody apples. So, right, we need to get cracking. I see that we've got... Oh, pH is bad, so... Oh, let's not look at that. That was for the other part of the field. But yeah, the apples are ready. So I think we should not faff too much here. We do also have to weed. Let's have a look at how they're looking, actually. Oh, it's quite spotty in this field. Why is it not so much there? Right, I'm feeling like the best thing to do would be to spray. Oh, you know what? We're in a pickle. We're in a heck of a pickle, to be completely honest. Here, let's get into the Landini here, because we are going to use the Swan with the Landini. Now, I think someone in a comment previous had mentioned that it can be somewhat problematic using the Swan with the wait, was it using the Swan with the Landini? I think it requires a much smaller tractor to run it effectively, but we are going to use this tractor because it is quite small and hopefully it's fine. And we don't really have money to lease out another tractor. And if we were to lease out another tractor, it would have to be a bigger tractor, not a smaller one. So I think I'm going to leave the forks here, like the whole front loader here, because we don't need it. I think it'll impede more than anything, so we'll just leave that there. We will actually, before we go though, just going to nip around to the wash bay, the jet wash just here, because it is filthy. The Landini is very filthy. Get those wheels nice and cleaned up, really good. Yeah, so the day is going to be filled with a few different things. We will have the helper very busy. You know what I think though? I would like to, if possible, just keep the Landini away from the fields. I know that sounds awful, but really I think the best course of action is to use it for... Nope. Is to use it for the... well, to focus on using it for loading and, in this case, orchard work. Now, maybe in the future we'll sell the Landini for a proper loader or something like that, and then if we do any sort of vineyard work or orchard work in the future, we'll get a proper tractor for that. But I'm not... I don't know. It just... Without upgrading the engine, having it in these fields in particular is somewhat problematic. So it's a bit difficult, to be honest. But anyways, we could ramble on about that forever. I hope that it's not too heavy where we need a weight on the front, because we don't have the means to put a weight on the front of this. Possibly in the shop, but who knows how long or how much that would cost. But anyways, we will head down to the shop. We will lease out the Swan apple harvester, which I'm very excited to finally be using. And then we'll nip back here and we can start harvesting our apples. Righty ho ho, here we are at the shop. Now, if I remember correctly, the Swan is very inexpensive to buy, which means it'll be even more inexpensive to lease. So that is a very good thing. Let's find it now. I think it was way down in Misk of some kind. Oh wait, maybe it's not. Maybe it's here. Nope, maybe it's here. Ah, it is. Lovely. So there it is. How? Oh, I see. Right, I see where the problems could arise. I'll just leave that like that's fine. Bugger, I've also just noticed we're going to have to dump this somewhere. We might have to dump the apples on the ground somewhere. That's frustrating. Well, we need to lease it either way, so let's get that done. €306 to lease, very inexpensive. You know, I've just thought, actually, hang on a minute. Do I have... Right, I might look into this before we finish or start even the harvest, but I distinctly remember, yeah, I don't think I have it on this save. Basically, it's a box. I've used it. When did I use it before? I think. Oh, you know what? I used it during the hemp attack of vintage farming on FS22. Rogatki. Yeah, I remember that. Right. Okay. So, anyways, that's not the plan. We do have to see. Is this gonna fit? Oh my. We might have to. Oh. Yeah. That's a shame. That. Okay. Bugger. Park up the Landini. Yeah, we're gonna have to. Oh. You know what, we might... I don't want to pull alone. But we might... Oh, I hate to say this, but we might have to sell the Landini now. I don't want to. Right, troubleshoot. Time to troubleshoot. Okay. Oh, they're all far too expensive. It's like the cheapest tractor you can buy. Okay, that's going to be too big. That's going to be too wide. That's just about as wide as the Landini. This is why we need this kind of tractor. You can see the difference. Okay, alright, okay. So here's a thought we could do. So we could lease out... What option? We really only have one option. And it's the base model, whether it's the Same or the Deutz. Yeah, that is literally our only option. But we have to. To lease this out would be... Oh, it's not bad, actually. We don't have to sell the Landini. It's not as expensive as I thought. But, oh, it seems so silly. I mean, how... okay, hang on. Something else I want to check as well is how much do apples sell for? And I just need to get an idea. Oh, right there. Brilliant. So for 1,000 litres, it's not bad. We might have to sell them off sooner than later, but at least, I don't know. You know what? I think let's just do it. We'll shut that down. Yeah, let's do it anyways. We have the Deutz and the Hurleyman. Oh, we do have the Lamborghini, but for some reason it's... yeah, I'm not paying more than I have to. Yeah, that's just the way it's going to have to go. And who knows, maybe we'll like it enough. No, we don't want wide ones. Now, of course, if this doesn't even work, then we have to return it to them. But I think... Yeah, no extra money is necessary. I don't think we'll need a weight on. Oh, we could put a front loader on that. That's pretty cool. So, I mean, realistically, this could replace the Landini. You know, but I wouldn't want to use this as a loading tractor. Yeah, I think everything's fine. You'll just get that switch to something slightly different. We are just leasing it out anyways. At least it's quicker than the Landini. It's quicker than both of our tractors, really. But it's so small. It's just a baby tractor, so we won't be able to use it for much else. But yes, we'll just, you know what, we'll include this cost into the cost of the harvester, I suppose. I mean, we have to. We don't have another choice. Oh, it looks good, though. I quite like it. I really like it, actually. Now, moment of truth here. Let's see if this actually works properly. It does. It works beautifully. In fact, if I were to do apples on a grander scale in the future, if it works out that that's what we want to do, then I would... this is the setup I would use. It looks amazing. Oh, what's that? Why are we... Hopefully it's fine. It seems a bit touchy. Alright, hopefully it's not too heavy. Maybe I should have put a weight on the front. Oh, it's very difficult to... Yeah, I think we have some weight issues in the front. There we go. You know what might help is just not driving so bloody quick. Yeah, okay, yeah, this is going to take a while. So basically, once we're harvesting, we don't have to go very fast, so that doesn't matter. It's just the transportation. I don't think we can lift or anything. Can we lift this at all? I don't think we can. No, we can just activate it. Right, okay, well, you know what? Let's head back up to the farm. Hopefully people don't get too upset here. We do have the beacons on, so they can go round. Yeah, we'll head back up to the farm here, and we'll start the apple harvest. Alright, here we are back at the farm, and it looks like the helper's making some really, really good progress here in the field. I don't see them, but... oh, there they are. They look very stuck, actually. What happened there? Like, what was the decision where they're like, no, and then just immediately decided to just, yeah, that about courseplay really gets me. Can someone can someone explain that? What's happened here? Why have they decided I'm gonna go the wrong way down here, and just, it doesn't make any sense, because you can see the path they took. But why did they take that path? They've already done that bit, and then they're just like, nah, let's just go crash into the bloody fence instead. Do you see what I'm saying? That's exactly what's happened here. All right, see, okay, hang on. So it's come down this way, but how can it go down the same way on the same side? Right, let's retrace our steps here. Were they trying to do another headland? Oh, maybe, actually. But again, why did they get confused in a random place? Their confusion is now mine. Confusion. Everyone's bloody confused. I know there's some diehard courseplay fans out there, you know, big supporters of it. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but can someone explain what the hell happened there? Because to me, I don't know, it seems a bit, yeah, see, this has already been done, so we're wasting our time here. So this has come up this way. I'm just going to retrace the whole bloody thing, because that is a mystery to me. So if we're coming this way, right, so it would have gone up this way, as it already did. Yeah, it would have carried on this line all the way around, as it did. And then it would come here, and then it would say, oh, you know what, let's go back down. So what it did was, instead of going down this way, as it should have done, and it was clearly marked to do so, and then it went to the old line, and went down the wrong way. I don't understand that. Right, we'll sort out those misbits, but okay, they are back on their path, so that's fine. I guess I'm just curious as to what happened there. Anyways, we are, more excitedly so, about to harvest some apples. Now, my concern was that this was going to be tight, and it may very well be still, but we'll just see here. At least this isn't ultra hilly, because that would be problematic as well. So let's unfold it. I imagine that's the first step. Oh. Right, and then, alright, then we turn it on. And we start, as soon as I start, bloody stuck. Ah, there we go, okay. And there we go. Hey, look at that! We are harvesting apples. Oh, that's exciting. We got those beacons off. Oh, that's very exciting. Now, I know that it's basically the same sort of, you know, motions and everything as the olives and the vineyards and all that, with the wine and the grapes and all, but it's still exciting, because the little bit that I do of the vineyard or orchard work is always good, because I do it, I think, more seldom. Makes it more of an enjoyable experience. It got a bit mental on Land of Italy with all the bloody grapes, although it was good, and I'd like to pursue that again, but But this time we're going to focus on apples instead. Right, now let's just get spun round. Actually, we can skip a row. Oh my, yeah, this is... what's happened here? No, no, we don't have to skip a row, but... yeah, it's... oh, that back... what's happening there? Is the tractor just not powerful enough? No, surely it is. It did that first row just fine. It's just now it's being a bit funny. Like those wheels are a bit stuck or something. Anyways, we'll go back down this way now. Come along. There it is. Beauty. Now, we are going to hit that 2,000 mark very soon. We don't... regrettably, we don't have anywhere to put them. I don't think we can put them in our silo. It's not equipped for that. I mean, we sure can try, but I think they might have to be dumped onto the ground, unfortunately. And we don't have any way of picking them back up. We're really in a pickle, are we not? You know what I might do, though? I still didn't look into those boxes. I think that might be the best option. We might have to put it on the back of the Ducato and then unload them into there that way. Because we are nearly full up. And I don't think we can... You know what? It might be worth... No, I was going to say we could check the silo, but one, I just don't want to put them there because it's not very realistic. So what I'm going to do is... Right, I'm going to get in contact with the shop about those boxes, see if they have any in stock. Then we can take the Ducato down to the shop to collect them, if or one. I don't know their size capacity or anything. But here, let's have actually a quick look before we ring them up. So we've got 1,600 litres in here. And we've done 2 rows, which means... We just jump up here. Which means we'll probably total get not much over 2,000. So even if we can find a box with 5 or 10,000 litre capacity, even if it's a stationary box, that's fine. Because yeah, we do have the Ducato at least, so we can get can load that box in, and then we might be able to sell them straight off the back too. So right, I'm going to ring the shop up and see if they have any in stock. Alright, here we are at the shop again, our favourite place in the whole world, it would seem. I did ring up ahead of time, and they do carry boxes, so that's good. They have lattice boxes, and they have normal boxes as well. I hope that one of them will suffice, but we shall see. That's all they told me. I did ring them on the way, so let's go down. Where would it be? Under misc... No, it'll be in the pallets, surely. Right, perfect. So here are the lattice boxes, which unfortunately can't use for apples, but hopefully these boxes we can. Nice. Okay, so let's go with red. It seems the most fitting. So yes, it is €1,000 to buy, but we are just going to lease it out for €51, which is very, very good. We might it'll be a long-term lease, so we'll end up paying... It's basically a storage fee that we're paying at this point for it. Now, can I lift it? Oh, good, I can. Okay, brilliant. I was hoping that I'd be able to... Oh, it's very heavy. Oh, God, okay. Let's very eat... Oh, there we go, brilliant. And we'll just... Oh, bugger. That is heavy. See if we can just put it in the middle. The Fiat doesn't like off-center things. Beauty. And we can even strap it down to ensure it doesn't take off. Well, that is good. I'm very pleased that we got a box ready to go for the apples. And we will be able to continue on with the rest of the apple harvesting in the next episode. I'm very pleased that we got to touch on it today, though. But at least we did manage to get those 2 other fields fully done. Drilled, rolled. We've got wheat in about 2.5 fields now. Well, we could almost call it 5, just at the massive size of a field 6. So yeah, the helper's getting on really well here. It seems they've stopped though, so we do want to. Well, we'll get them fired up again in the before we start up the next episode. But as you can see, yes, 1 and 4 are done, fully done, rolled as well. We do have to go in and get them de-weeded, but we'll probably wait till all of them are done. So we might be able to do a bit of cheeky December spraying, if you will. That might be the best time. Then we'll just spray all the fields. We might have to either sell something to pay for the lease of the sprayer, or I don't really want to pull another loan. And I think all the money we get from pasta will go to the loan, so that we don't have any more loan to pay. Basically, we'll just pay it all off. Yes, I know all the money will pretty much go from the pasta sales, but we will have no more loan, and we'll have assets that hold their value, which is massive. And then we'll be able to buy the farm eventually. I know somebody did mention a comment, I think it was Taco, mentioned about just pulling a 2 million euro loan, but with this loan system we have in place, we can't do that. Now, maybe we can after we've paid off the loan, the initial loan, and have some assets, have some money, have some of this and that, and then we can get a bigger loan. We'll look at it at that time, but for now, we might have to do this full other year before we can move on. But at least we know we're going to have loads of pasta from the next harvest as well. Even more, I think, than this time. Anyways, enough rambling from me. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed the episode, cheeky thumbs up always helps out the channel. And if you are new to the channel, please subscribe. Feel free to join the Discord as well. And drop your comments down below. Much appreciated. So until the next one, please do take care. And bye for now.